Hello viewer, thank you for joining us. My name is Yunis Dekow and this is CBA's News in Brief. The leader of Somaliland's opposition party, Hees, has confirmed rumors that he had a violent altercation with President Musa Bihi Abdi. On 26 December last year, the leader of Hees and Wadani parties met with President Bihi at the presidential palace. It was meant to be a cordial meeting between the national leaders to discuss the most pressing issues facing the nation. That is, resolving the electoral stalemate resulting from a prolonged dispute over the composition of the National Elections Commission. However, that's hardly what transpired in the meeting. In a revealing interview with the BBC Somali service, Hees party chairman revealed for the first time the details of the rumored altercation with President Bihi. According to Faisal Ali Warabe, the president got violent after being pressed on the issue of the detention of Mahmoud Ali Salaiban Ramah, the interior secretary of Hees party. Faisal alleged that the president threw a bottle at him. More disturbingly, he alleged that the president insulted his mother. The president further tried to physically assault him, Faisal Ali Warabe added. According to Faisal Ali, the violent episode ensued after he asked the president about plans to detain the interior secretary of Hees party, Mahmoud Ali Salaiban Ramah. Faisal alleges that the president told him to quit interfering between him and his cousin-in-law, referring to Mr. Ramah. Members of the upper house of the federal government of Somalia today formally approved the Somali media law, which is presented by the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism of Somalia. The session, which was chaired by the Speaker of the Senate House, Abdi Hashi Abdullahi, was attended by the Minister of Information, Muhammad Abdi Hair Mare, and several department directors of the ministry. After a lengthy debate by members of the Senate House on Somalia's media law, the members finally voted for the adoption of the bill. The bill, which is of particular importance to the media landscape in Somalia, has already been approved by the National Assembly or the lower house of the Federal Parliament of Somalia. The World Health Organization will help the federal government of Somalia in enhancing access to basic health services. The UN agency support was discussed during a meeting between the Somali Prime Minister Hassan Ali Khaire together with Dr. Peter Salama, WHO's Deputy Director General, Emergency Preparedness and Response and County Representative Dr. Mamour Rahman Malik in Mogadishu on Monday. The two sides explored mechanisms for the comprehensive partnership in enhancing access to basic health care for all in the Horn of Africa nation. The visiting WHO Deputy Director General has praised Somalia's government effort towards access to basic health services to its citizens. The meeting was attended by senior health officials in the country, including Health and Social Service Minister Dr. Fozia Bikarnoor. With the help of its international partners, including Turkey, the federal government of Somalia has embarked on rigorous efforts to improve health provisions across the country. Kenya has declared full-blown war against members of the militant group Alshabaab after a series of attacks along the border over the last 4 weeks. The government of Kenya has directed its security officers on the ground and to bring the attackers either dead or alive. This is after suspected Al-Shabaab militants killed 3 teachers and kidnapped another at a primary school in eastern Kenya on Monday, the latest in the spate of attacks in the region. The assailants also touched a police post and damaged a telecommunication mast in an attack in Kamude, 35 kilometers south of Garissa town. Nicodemus Ndangala, Northeastern Regional Commissioner, says the government will now go after the militant group into their hidings. Since the start of the year, Al-Shabaab have stepped up their attacks in northeastern Kenya along the Somali border, and Kenyan police have been on high alert. On January 5th, the Islamist militant group stormed into a U.S. military base in the coastal town of Lamu, destroying several aircraft and killing 3 Americans. Somalia is the worst country in Africa for women to live in and the 4th worst in the world. This is according to a new study. The ranking was done based on healthcare, economic resources, cultural or traditional practices, sexual violence and harassment, and sexual violence and human trafficking. In several incidents, politicians and wealthy people have been accused of perpetrating gender-based violence against women, most of whom are perceived to be weak and desperate. According to the survey conducted last year by the Thomson Reuters Foundation, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria ranked 2nd and 3rd worst in Africa and 7th and 9th respectively in the world map. India, Afghanistan and Syria are the most hostile in the world in that order, with Saudi Arabia and Pakistan ranked 5th and 6th respectively. Yemen is ranked 8th, while USA closes the list of top 10. In India, for instance, cases of crime against women rose by 83% between 2007 and 2016, with 4 cases of rape reported every hour. That is all we have for you on this particular news brief. Thank you for joining us. My name is Yunis Dekow. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.